Okay, so this will probably be a new part because I'll be paying attention to the timer. So I gotta remember to be quiet at certain intervals. Potato mine. That's a good one. It's weird. Like, sometimes you don't like things at first, but then you try them later, and you realize just how good they are, and yeah. So, like, Potato Mine was one of those. It's like, I didn't like it, but I realized how to properly use it, so my opinion changed. And as we go on with some of these, like, you'll kind of see what I mean as far as strategy, because there's that. I like to do that first, because that gives... No other zombie's gonna come up until this homeboy's dead. If I kill him right now with a cherry bomb, boom, another guy's gonna walk down the aisle. But if I can stall for time, and then pick up as much sun and then put these sunflowers down, then I'm gonna have extra sun and be able to set up a little bit better while it's doing that. So that's what I like to do. Potato Mine also, and yeah, he walked because I took forever for him to show up, but it doesn't matter. But I like that because it's like a perfect build for time. You get an achievement for that. Yeah, that's right, the game has achievements in itself, because this was before it was on Steam and before achievements. I'm trying to think, what's the earliest you can... I mean, logically, my first thought's like Xbox 360, I want to say is the earliest as far as achievements go. I mean, I think back then it was called like trophies or some shit, but... That's the first thing I can think of, as far as that. Achievements are a thing of like, hey, that's cool, but it kind of really doesn't fucking matter. And I say that because, like, when it comes to that, I feel obligated to get it, even though it means absolutely nothing. So I kind of have to put it into my head that achievements are worthless and mean nothing, so this way I don't, like, kill myself over some of the stupid things that it asks of you, you know? That's pretty much my little two-step of logic. What's this? Okay, why did it tell me that now? Alright, so here's a trick. See that guy? He'll pole vault. So what you can do is you can put down a potato mine, and then he'll spring up. You can also use a walnut. He will jump over anything, so you can even put down a sunflower and he'll hop his candy ass right over it. So in it, we still got a tiny bit of strategy here, but the potato mine, which I'm saying that on purpose, it's potato. It sets that up so this way if anyone else gets close enough, then they'll get blasted away. Or, you know, he can just hop over that one too, who cares? Look at him go. I don't remember. It doesn't look like it. Okay, because this was also a discussion. It looks a tiny bit like the artwork might be different, but I don't think it is. And I'm saying that because it's been such a long time. So, there's a tablet version of this game, and I really don't like it because of the way the artwork is, and then I think it was like an ad after every like 4 seconds, which also made it terrible, because I considered that. I was like, why pay for it when I can just put it on my tablet and get it for free? And then I realized that's exactly why. And then it didn't even matter, because like the pay for it version is literally $5, as where it used to be 10. So yeah, you can get on Steam. Just do that, speed up my time a little bit. Don't need to waste my life on this bullshit. Alright, so that one was another one that I didn't like at first, and then I realized just how good it actually is, so yeah. And look, snow peas are actual things. They exist. Clever. Do you get it? Okay. So let's do that. Now, see, the thing about snow peas that I didn't like at first was the idea that it was like, oh man, that costs so much sun and it only shoots 1 pea at a time. But with the whole freezing effect that it has, it's pretty much got the ability to, like, knock out a conehead, which I believe is, like, that zombie right there, that takes, like, 10 peas to kill. A conehead would be, like, 20 peas to kill. So it kind of goes up like that. I don't know the statistics for the rest, so don't ask me. But it's like, yeah, they're moving slower, so if pea shooter was right here, and then a regular pea shooter killed zombie right here, then it would be like the snow pea killed him back there. essentially, is kind of what I'm getting at. It'll kill them while they're farther away. Yeah, I think I'll just not plant another pea shooter, and then I'll go for snow peas instead. We'll just do that one. Who cares? But yeah, I think it's the snow effect is ice effect, whatever, is really like incredibly useful. Now, one thing I don't like is I can't dig him up, and I say that because I technically can, but I don't want to because there's no like refund on it. So it's essentially like, hey bro, you just burned 100 sun on jack shit, enjoy. But yeah, digging with these potato mines like this, it's the best way to kind of like preserve sun when it's slow paced at the moment. And again, this game is much, much slower paced. Alright, see here, we'll demo it out with this chump right here. This one pea shooter will go ahead and kill him before he gets to him. This is technically the first time snow peas hit something. It does that effect, that noise every time too. But yeah, you see how slow he's going, it's great! Another huge difference between this game and 2 is that in 2, it focuses on hitting multiple zombies at once, as to where this game is more like one at a time. So you're dealing with hordes opposed to just this, which is also kind of what... Look, he did it all by himself. Guarantee you a normal pea shooter couldn't do that. Look, it's beautiful. It's science. And then, since it only needs one freezing effect, you can go ahead and just put the rest on regular pea shooters to save you like 75 sun, because they'll already get iced, and then the rest is just extra firepower. So there you go. It's worth it in the end, is essentially what I'm getting at. What could B be? B is for Buttersworth. Brutality. We'll go Brutality, probably. I don't know. I haven't actually figured it out. Like, I was going to write them all down, and then I figured it was better to do it as I'm editing, so this way I can think about it. I could do B is for Botany, for fuck's sake. Like, that would make a lot of sense. And it'll also kind of depend on what game, so had I chose not to do it. Because let's face it, this will be longer than 26 parts. Sorry to say if you're not a fan, but this is going to be here a little bit. But you know what? If I'm having fun, that's all I care about. It's just, in my head I've been telling myself, hey, this set of videos would be great around this time of year, so I've been kind of like trying to talk myself into saying, yeah, this is a good idea, let's do this now, when I'm not feeling it, you know? So I'm just trying to get out of that one. Stop lying to myself. That's pretty much what I'm getting at. It's not that I don't want to do the games, it's just that I don't want to do the games right now. One of them I would actually like to do, I just want to wait because I'm how do I put this? If I can buy an accessory, I can make the game easier. There you go. That's all the hint you're getting. That, and again, kind of like why I'd say I don't like, saying, yes, I'm doing this next, is because, well, I planned 2 totally different games before this, but guess what? That didn't happen because I wasn't enjoying myself. Why is there a magnet on my chair? Where did this magnet even come from? I kind of want to just leave it there. Where did my mouse go? Right here. There we go. Happy days. Happy friends. There's 2 cone heads here. Let's speed this up. That's pretty much all a cherry bomb's going to be useful for. It's like, yeah, let's just speed this up by like a tiny bit. So I can just keep putting these guys down to try and make the level go by a little bit quicker. There's not too much going on. Also, I just realized that I was talking about, like, hey, yeah, maybe the video can go for like 20-30 minutes, and then I like told myself to stop after it hit 17. So that's something, but I should still try to make sure to shut my whore mouth during the what do you call it? The new plant screens, just in case I want to cut. The good news also is that this game is it's going to be super light on editing because there's going to be jack shit for me to remove. Like, what the fuck do I need to cut out? Like, it's just going to be me essentially watching, listening, making sure that the audio is fine. That's going to be about it, really. Quick! We did it. My biggest concern is a certain glitch that hasn't happened to me in years. Which was, yeah, I'm pretty sure the artwork's changed. I think it was back in, like, yeah, now you get to pick which plants you want, and I'm Ost. So, oh, we don't need you. We'll put you. We'll try out the chomper. What was I saying? Pick up plants. Before that, we were talking about. Fuck! Artwork. Yeah, I remember saying something about the artwork because that doesn't look right. And I was like, okay, well, we can show off how the chomper works. I think I was getting on about how the chomper was another one that I'm not super crazy about. It's probably not what I'm going to be using often, but there is definitely ways you can make it work. I'll say that it definitely works better in the second game than the first. Which, yes, every single plant we've gotten thus far has shown up in the second game. There you go. In case the whole recycling bit wasn't obvious enough for you. Here's a totally random thought that means absolutely nothing to you, but everything to me. And that is that I am very concerned about the file sizes of these recordings, because now, since I've changed the settings, I think I did like a 17-minute recording just as a demo for myself, and it turned out to be 27 gigs. Meaning, if we multiply that by 3, that's going to be about like 81 gigs an hour. That is big. Big McLarge huge. Now, I think my computer's decent. Like, I got like a terabyte and a half of free space. But I also know that doesn't mean jack shit, because your computer can still suck with a bunch of free space. I've learned that the hard way. And in case you care, I've got 8 gigs of RAM, so I think performance-wise it should be doing decent. If there's ways to add more to it, I'd like to do it. I want it to have all the RAM in the world, that'd be great. I just don't have like the specs that are like video card or whatever, so I can't run something like Doom 2016 on it. Ooh, here's a statement I can make. One thing that I think is super funny is the idea that no computer in the world, period... Yo, Buckethead! He takes like 40 hits. So because he's on slow mode... Here. Let's do this. Now he's dead. He just eats them all in one bit. 40 hits. One thing I think... Sims 3 is a game that is too powerful to be run on any computer, period. You cannot run The Sims 3 on the highest settings on any computer at all. It does not matter if you build it. The game was designed too well, and I think that is hilarious. So that's something. I do think it would also be kind of fun to do a series of Sims videos. So in a combination of like, I'm not gonna lie, it'd be kind of like how Luca did those streams back in the day. But at the same time, I think I would want to do it for maybe like a month, and then maybe kind of edit it Mario Kart style, where it'd be mostly highlights. So I think I would do that. Like, it's like a mesh of Mario Kart, Chugga's Animal Crossing, and then Luca's Sims streams. So it'd be like this set time period where I just make me and my friends, let them raise hell, and then just only show the important bits for video. So that's something I think would be kind of fun. That's part of the reason why I don't play Sims 3 that much right now, is because I'm like, I'd rather save the fun for then. But, yeah. That sounds stupid and cheesy. Give me one more, baby. And then we can go ahead and... Ooh, decisions. Doesn't matter. We win. 32! 30. Why did I say 32? Because I was reading the timer, that's why I said it. But what the fuck does that have to do with anything here? Okay, whatever. We got our repeater. Which, you know, you remember how I was saying the whole Snow Pea can kill the Conehead? Well, the repeater's like that, except 25 extra sun, and with no slowdown. So that's more or less why I like the Snow Pea a little bit more, is because essentially it's just a cheaper repeater, because it slows them down, meaning it hits them twice as much, costing a little bit less. But the repeater is totally useful. Thought I should say that. What are we on now? 1-9? I can't tell. Yeah, because see, once we get this should be the end of it. So we will go boom, 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 boom. We'll do another chomper, why not? It's very unlikely I'll be in a problematic position. Level 1-9, indeed. So that means we're about done with the first world already. So, the game is 50 levels. 5 worlds, 10 levels each world. And that's for the main story. And then they have things like, mini-games, which I want to do. Puzzle, which I also think would be imperative to do. And then survival, which I technically don't have to do, but I don't know. I think I kind of should, just as like a tutorial of like, here's how you can help yourself, kind of thing. So like, it does have a lot of things in it as to where it's like, you don't need to, this is optional, but if someone's ever needing to like figure out a solution, then I kind of want to be like, well, here's the solution, mate. Get yourself some. I think the hardest part about this is, well, no. Okay, yeah, that's timed well. Meaning if anything ever falls out of sync, I can fix it pretty easily. One thing I like is here, you can see that its mouth is open all the time, as to where in the sequel it does this weird mouth motion. So like, it's awkward at first, but you kind of get used to it. I kind of prefer it like this, but I don't know, it's crazy and it's weird. But this game also has like this weird grasp of addiction of like, when I first got it, I think I got to World 3 in one sitting, and I was like, shit, I should probably go to school now. I think I beat the game entirely in like maybe 3 days, which is kind of good news, kind of bad news, because it's like, how do I say this? Because of the file sizes, I should record an hour, stop and edit it, as opposed to going for multiple. I don't know, I'll think about it. But yeah, it's something kind of like that is what I'm trying to get across. I should be careful with how I do things, I guess. I don't know, whatever, I'll be fine. I get to find out how many hours the game technically is then, I guess. Yo, get fucked, pole vaulting guy. Oh no, I'm slow and I'm getting beaten up. Now you're dead. But see, it's cool because I can lay back in my chair a little bit as I'm not laying back because I leaned forward because I needed to grab sun and plants. But I can just lay back and chill for a minute and not be... That was a yawn. Not be on the edge of my seat. So, I think it's important to have games that aren't, like, super high action all the time, because it's nice to play something that's laid back and chill and you can just enjoy and not have to worry about stress. I think I've made this rant before where I said, like, I don't play games to get stressed, I play games to relieve stress. So, yeah. Like, earlier today, and this isn't anything to do with the game's fault, it's technically my fault. Like, if you ever want to hate your favorite game, speedrun it. because I was playing Banjo-Kazooie because I was like, yeah, that'll be fun, that'll make me feel better. And then I got like 15 minutes in and I was like, I'm doing absolutely shit at this. I'm better than this. So I got mad and turned it off. And then I started playing Master Quest. Because originally when I beat Ocarina of Time on the 3DS, I was like, crap, I have to transfer it to a different SD card because I have to delete stuff and make room for Smash Bros. Updates because Smash Bros. Is fucking garbage and takes like all the space in the world. So does Omega Ruby, let's be honest though. So I had to take that off, and that was after I had already beaten the game. I think I was at the very end, and then I transferred it. So today, not today, I think it was yesterday, I went ahead, I turned on the game, and then I found out that I actually had a file on there that was pretty solid, that I could just play Master Quest. He's gonna eat the wrong guy! Okay, he didn't, it's alright. But yeah, now I can play Master Quest. That's something I've always kind of wanted to do. I remember, I think, doing it once when I was like 16, 17, and I saw like a torch in the Great Deku Tree and was like, what the fuck is this shit? And then I just never did anything else. As for now, I'm giving it a proper go, because I kind of want to see what it's like. So far, it's not so bad. It's just the 3DS version's a lot harder because of things like double damage, which, it's pretty balls. I think it'd be fun to do Master Quest as like an LP, but that means either I have to get 3DS Capture, or I have to buy the GameCube version of Master Quest, because those are the only two versions that exist. I mean, unless I wanted to do proper emulation, I suppose, but the blunt answer is I fucking don't. I could, I don't want to. I've also thought, oh yes, this was definitely a topic that I wanted to ask, but due to the odds of, I'm going to say no one watching this fucking video, I'll probably ask it again at some other point. DS games. How would you guys like the screens? Like, do you want both screens visible at all times, or only the important screen visible? That's my question. Like, with most DS games, the second screen is like a map, so it kind of doesn't fucking matter. But that's kind of where I'm like, if I do it, my first choice is going to be focus on the important screen. But I also know that some people try to do both screens, and that's kind of where I'm at a pause. We are about to launch an auto attack. Alright, so this happens at the end of each chapter, but real quick, I gotta be right back. Alright, back to business then. Alright, so we at least got through the first world in an hour. That's technically 40 minutes, but yeah. Alright, so at the end of each world, they're gonna give you a level like this with a conveyor belt, and it's gonna be like, oh man, use all the plants you've earned in this world, and that's essentially the goal, so it's really easy. It's not too bad. Like, starting out maybe a tiny bit rough, but you'll be fine is what I'm kind of getting at. I'll just put you there, it doesn't matter. Then we'll get that baller music playing in my headphones. I got made fun of for saying that the other day. But you know what? I kind of like saying things most people don't say. Because I'm not gonna say hipster. Just, I don't know. I like standing out. I like being unique. I like being different. Pretty much the best way to do it. Also, because Ost, they all gotta be in their own special lanes. So put you here, 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 here. Fuck off. There. There. Look, we got coverage, guys. You guys can fuck off as well. There. And don't worry, like, we're not even close. Don't go worry about shit. Here, you know what? Sit right there. Eh, fuck it, rotten hell. I think I might have got the, pole vaulting guy, too. Yeah, fuck off. put that there too. And we'll blow this asshole up. I'm telling you, it's a breeze, and I'm not just saying that because this is the first world either. I'm saying it because it's a literal breeze. We're talking a wind, a gust, a blow of the wind. It doesn't matter to me even if those don't go off. The point is just kind of like to empty out my conveyor belt, really. That's all I'm trying to do. Oh, fuck off. You're dead. You're dead too. I wasn't even looking at you, but you're dead. I believe the music was actually made by the guy who made this game. It was like his girlfriend or something. Which is the cutest. Let's be honest here. Just keep doing that. Stacking them up one by one. Stacking them up one by one. And you two can get bent. And you guys can get bent. So we're fine. Like, oh, I can't stress this. There's so little to say. But you know what? That's kind of a thing that I think is really important. Is if someone can take absolutely nothing and still make good commentary out of it, I think that's a huge strength. Because one of the things people typically say is RPGs are really hard games to commentate on. And that's because of things like, you know, like you can't commentate on what's actively happening. But if you can properly just rant about whatever the fuck happens in the world and just talk for a long time and stuff, like what I'm doing, I'm totally bragging about myself. But like, if you can do that kind of shit, like that's a huge strength. I think. My opinion. Yo, we finally got a chomper. Chomp that ass, homie. Get you some. Why do I keep flicking the shovel? The honest answer is accident. We got another chompy chomps. Get yourself some. Oh, this ought to be good. Come get some, homie. Look at that cherry bomb dance. Boom. Nope. We want you. And you. There you go. We did it.